One rapper jumped into a crowd and started swinging after a fan tried to snatch his chain. Another slapped a parking attendant so hard outside the BET Awards, the whole internet felt it. These are 12 times rappers showed they have zero tolerance for disrespect. Lil Durk and King Von weren't just label mates under OTF, they were family, having come up together and shared a vision for Chicago drill. When Von was killed in November 2020, Durk made it clear that any disrespect toward his name would never be tolerated anywhere in the world. That mindset followed him overseas on June 26, 2022, when he performed at the Oh My Festival in Rotterdam while promoting 72220. During the show, Durk began performing Von's hit Crazy Story, turning the moment into a tribute to his fallen brother. That tribute was disrupted when a fan in the crowd reportedly wore an NBA YoungBoy shirt and began making comments disrespecting King Von's name, a clear provocation given the long-standing rivalry between the two camps. Durk noticed immediately, and instead of ignoring it, he showed that loyalty to Von came before everything else. Security moved fast. One guard grabbed the fan by the throat and shoved him back into the crowd while Durk watched from the stage. But Durk wasn't finished. He grabbed the microphone and addressed the entire audience, making sure everyone heard his message loud and clear. The crowd erupted. Some people were cheering his loyalty. Others were stunned that he was willing to pause a festival performance in another country just to check one person. The moment went viral, with commentary from academics and other hip-hop media outlets. Durk didn't apologize, didn't explain. He just proved that protecting Von's legacy was more important than any show, any check, or any location on the map. Defending your brother's legacy is one thing, but when a female superstar gets hit with water while performing on stage, the retaliation comes faster than anyone in the crowd could have expected. Cardi B has never been one to tolerate disrespect, a mindset she's carried from her Bronx roots to global superstardom. She's always been open about her past and her journey, and part of that honesty is making it clear she doesn't play about boundaries or personal space. As her fame grew, some fans began getting too comfortable at shows, assuming they could cross lines without consequences. One of the first major incidents happened at London's Wireless Festival on July 8, 2022, where Cardi was headlining in front of tens of thousands of people. The performance was going perfectly, the crowd was hyped, and Cardi leaned toward the audience to interact more closely with fans. That moment turned sour when someone in the front crossed the line and grabbed her, causing Cardi's energy to shift instantly. Cardi reacted instantly, swinging back with her microphone to defend herself as her bodyguard stepped in, and the crowd erupted into chaos. After headlines labeled it a fight, Cardi clarified on Twitter, saying, "It wasn't no fight, I was just reclaiming my hand," making it clear she doesn't tolerate being touched without consent. The message seemed obvious, but it didn't stop others from testing her boundaries. On July 29, 2023, while performing at Dry's Beach Club in Las Vegas, Cardi was in her zone with the crowd fully engaged. That moment was abruptly ruined when someone in the front row threw a drink directly at her face on stage, instantly crossing the line and halting the performance. The second that water hit her skin, Cardi's reaction was instant. No hesitation, no pause to think about it. She grabbed that microphone and launched it like a missile directly at the fan who threw the drink. The mic hit both the intended target and an innocent bystander standing nearby. The fan who threw the water tried to apologize immediately, yelling, "I'm sorry, I ain't mean to." But it was too late. The damage was done, the moment was captured, and the video was already spreading across the internet. No charges were ultimately filed, but the clip went viral with millions of views and sparked debates across social media. Throwing drinks at performers is wild enough, but when a legend like Nipsey Hussle gets disrespected by a parking attendant outside the BET Awards, the situation escalates from zero to slap in about 2 seconds flat. Nipsey Hussle was celebrated for his independent grind, community activism, business vision, and music, but at his core, he was also deeply rooted in respect and street code. Despite his success, he never forgot where he came from or the principles he lived by in South Central Los Angeles. That mindset was put to the test on June 24, 2018, outside the Microsoft Theater, when Nipsey was running late to a BET Awards rehearsal for his performance with YG on Last Time That I Checked. As his team tried to quickly move orange traffic cones from a restricted parking area, a parking attendant took issue with it and D confronted them. When the attendant smacked a cone out of Nipsey's bodyguard's hand in front of his entire crew, it crossed the line from inconvenience to outright disrespect. Nipsey didn't hesitate. He stepped up and delivered an open-handed slap so hard it could be heard across the parking lot. The attendant stumbled backward, completely caught off guard by what had just happened. He didn't see it coming, couldn't have prepared for it. In 1 second, everything changed. A cop and additional security personnel rushed in immediately to separate everyone before the situation could escalate into something worse. Nipsey's associate J Rock tried to de-escalate, telling the guards to calm down. But the damage was done. The slap had been delivered. Despite all the chaos, Nipsey still made it to his rehearsal on time and performed later that night like nothing had happened. No charges were ever pressed, but the moment became known as the slap heard around BET weekend. It was a reminder that Nipsey Hussle, for all his business acumen and community work, was still from the streets, and he wasn't about to let anyone disrespect his people. Slapping someone who disrespected your team is serious, but when a fan tries to snatch a chain right off a rapper's neck during a live performance, the response is even more explosive. NB, a YoungBoy has never shied away from confrontation, and his music and lifestyle reflect the same raw energy he grew up with in Baton Rouge. That reputation was put to the test on December 21, 2018, during a packed concert in South Carolina. While performing War With Us, YoungBoy was lifted above the crowd on a security guard's shoulders, fully locked into the moment as fans went wild beneath him. During the performance, he removed his chain, an expensive symbol of his success, and held it out toward the audience. Whether it was a flex or a challenge, one fan in the crowd took it as an invitation and made a move they would instantly regret. The fan reached up toward YoungBoy's hand and tried to grab the chain. That was the worst decision of their night. YoungBoy didn't wait for security to handle it. He didn't call for help or try to de-escalate. He jumped directly into the crowd and started swinging at the fan who tried to take what was his. Punches were flying, people were scrambling to get out of the way, and complete chaos erupted throughout the venue as others jumped off the stage to join the fray. Security struggled to regain control of the situation as the entire concert turned into a battleground. Reports say the fan continued heckling after the initial confrontation, which led to additional fights breaking out in different sections of the crowd. The message has always been clear: touch his ice, and you're going to war. Jumping into crowds is one way to handle disrespect. But when a reporter asks Kanye West the wrong question about his wife, the response is calculated, intense, and absolutely impossible to look away from. Kanye West has never shied away from tense media moments, but one question on January 29, 2024, pushed things too far. While heading to Charlie Wilson's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, masked and flanked by his team, a TMZ reporter stopped him. Instead of asking about the event or his work, she zeroed in on his wife, Bianca Censori. She asked whether Bianca had free will, echoing tabloid rumors that Kanye controls her clothes, online presence, and daily life. That question instantly turned a routine red carpet moment into another explosive Kanye versus the media standoff.
Some people are saying you're controlling her.
You could see the shift in Kanye's energy immediately. He stopped walking. His whole body language changed. This wasn't going to be a quick answer and walk away situation. He was about to address this face to face.
I'm a person, bro. Hey, stop. I'm a person. You got kids? No. Exactly.
Kanye wasn't just annoyed, he was heated. He started questioning the reporter's motives, asking if she worked for the devil, and challenging whether she had any right to ask him personal questions about his marriage and his wife.
What y'all got to do? What y'all got to say? Don't come at him. Ask that you need to walk up on me like that. What you want to do? Invite you to walk up on me like that? Look here, and ask me some dumb like that?
Then Kanye took things to another level entirely. He grabbed the reporter's phone right out of her hands and refused to give it back until she answered his questions about whether her approach was appropriate.
Was it wrong for you to ask me about my wife some dumb disrespectful like that? Was that wrong or right? I'm sorry.
The exchange went on for several minutes. Kanye lectured her about respect, brought up how the media never asked questions when he was fighting to see his kids during his divorce, and even offered to pay her double her salary to come work for him instead. No charges were filed. The reporter chose not to press them, but the video became one of the most talked about celebrity confrontations of the entire year. Taking someone's phone and demanding answers is bold, but when a fan jumps into a boxing ring to punch Blueface right after he wins a match, the retaliation comes instant and brutal. Blueface has always embodied raw West Coast confidence, unpredictable, bold, and never one to back down. From his offbeat rap style to his chaotic personal life, no thing about him follows a normal script. At BKFC 19 in Tampa, Florida on July 23, 2021, that energy carried straight into the boxing ring. After dominating TikTok star Kane Trujillo in an exhibition bout, Blueface had already proven his size, reach, and athleticism were very real. But just when the celebration should have started, a fan in a blue hat and glasses climbed into the ring with completely different plans.
He didn't get the knockout, but he still came out, showed the world what he could do, and now it's going to be interesting to see who Blueface gets in the ring with next. Oh, that's bit.
The fan approached Blueface, said something along the lines of, "Fight me," and threw the first punch. That was his first and last mistake of the entire night.
Oh my God! It's unbelievable! Oh my God! Man jumps in the ring and punches Blueface. Yo! Back, yo! It's an all-out war inside the ring. Oh my God! Blueface! Oh my God!
The commentators couldn't believe what they were witnessing live on camera.
Oh my God! And we got police officers in here trying to get to the bottom of this. Blueface is over in the corner. Calm down right now. Looks like he's protected.
No charges were filed against Blueface. After all, the fan attacked him first, unprovoked. And Blueface was simply defending himself. But the message was sent to everyone watching. Just because the official fight is over doesn't mean Blueface won't throw hands if someone decides to test him. Getting punched in a boxing ring is one thing, but when a white fan uses a racial slur while rapping on stage with Kendrick Lamar, the response becomes a cultural moment that sparks a worldwide debate. Kendrick Lamar is known for his Pulitzer Prize-winning lyricism, his storytelling that captures the reality of Compton, and his deep connection to his community and culture. So when he invited a white female fan named Delaney on stage during his performance at the Hangout Music Festival in Alabama in May 2018, he expected her to understand the rules. She didn't. Kendrick brought her up to rap along to M.A.A.D. City, one of his most popular tracks from his classic album Good Kid, M.A.A.D. City. The crowd was going absolutely crazy. The energy was electric and everything was perfect, until she started rapping the lyrics exactly as they were written, without any consideration for context. The moment she said it, Kendrick stopped the music. The DJ cut everything. The entire festival went completely silent. Thousands of people watching, and you could hear nothing.
Wait. Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro?
The crowd started booing her immediately. But Kendrick didn't yell at her, didn't curse her out, didn't embarrass her more than necessary. He handled it with calm authority, explaining the situation while giving her a chance to make it right.
You gotta bleep one single word, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
Should she stay up here, y'all?
No, please keep me up here. I got you. I'm used to singing it like Ronan.
Kendrick gave her a second chance. He let her restart the verse, and this time she censored herself appropriately. The moment became one of the most talked about incidents in hip-hop that entire year, sparking debates about language, respect, and cultural boundaries. Kendrick didn't need to throw hands. He educated her in front of thousands of people, and that lesson was far more powerful and lasting than any physical response could have been. Teaching someone a lesson on stage is powerful, but when a fan tries to steal Travis Scott's sneaker right off his foot during a crowd surf, the response is pure, unfiltered rage. Travis Scott's concerts have always been defined by chaos, energy, and full-on crowd participation. From mosh pits to stage dives, that wild atmosphere helped establish La Flame as one of hip-hop's most electric performers. Back in 2015, at Switzerland's open-air Frauenfeld Festival, Travis was still early in his rise, using raw live shows to build his name. While crowd surfing and fully trusting the fans beneath him, one moment shattered that unspoken bond. As Travis floated over the crowd, a fan reached up and tried to yank his Yeezy sneaker clean off mid-performance.
Get that motherfucker, get him! You tried to take my shoe?
Travis lost it completely. He stopped the performance immediately, jumped down from the crowd, and went directly at the fan who tried to take his shoe. Reports from people who were there say Travis slapped the person before security could get between them.
Come up! Come up! Come up! Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
The crowd was actually on Travis's side. They were booing the fan, telling Travis to handle his business, supporting him completely. The would-be thief was immediately ejected from the venue while Travis addressed the crowd about respect and boundaries. Travis went right back to performing like nothing happened, but the message was clear. Try to steal from La Flame, and you're going to get burned. Stealing from a rapper during a show is reckless, but when a prankster YouTuber approaches Kevin Gates thinking it's all just content for views, the punchline hits very, very different. Kevin Gates has been through a lot in his life. Prison time, street violence, personal loss, and the kind of trauma that shapes a person forever. All of it has made him into someone who values authenticity above everything and doesn't tolerate fake energy from anyone. He speaks openly about his mental health, his spirituality, and his past. So when a YouTuber named Dreco approached him in a parking lot in August 2022, pretending to be a fan, Gates saw through it immediately. The whole thing was supposed to be content for the internet. The prank formula is simple. Approach a celebrity pretending to be a fan, ask for a picture or autograph, and then say something disrespectful, all to get a reaction for the camera. It works on a lot of celebrities who don't want the negative press of responding. It absolutely did not work on Kevin Gates.
That is Kevin Gates. Look, stop playing with me, bro. My bad, my bad.
The moment Gates sensed the disrespect coming, he reacted. No hesitation, no waiting to see if it was a joke, no consideration for the camera rolling.
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Wait, can you just say, can that for me real quick? Kevin Gates, what the f?
Gates slapped him so hard the prankster immediately dropped his entire act. All that confidence disappeared in an instant as he started apologizing, asking for forgiveness, completely abandoning the character he was trying to play for content.
Kevin Gates? Come on, man. Oh, that hurt. What the heck, Kevin? I didn't appreciate that, Kevin. That hurt a lot. Kevin Gates just assaulted me. Damn. Ouch. That is Kevin Gates, bro.
The prankster tried to play victim afterward, yelling that Gates assaulted him. But the internet had absolutely no sympathy. Comments flooded in supporting Gates and roasting the YouTuber for playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. When you approach someone like Kevin Gates with fake energy, you get very real consequences. No charges were filed, but the video became a permanent warning to every prank YouTuber out there. Some celebrities will laugh it off, but some will remind you that the internet isn't real life, and consequences definitely are. Pranksters learning lessons is one thing, but when a reporter asked Cardi B invasive questions about her personal life right after she won a major lawsuit, the response is pure, unfiltered boss energy. Fresh off winning a $24 million lawsuit, Cardi B was walking out of the courthouse ready to celebrate. She'd just been cleared of assault, battery, and false imprisonment charges after a long legal battle with her former security guard. The blogs had been on her neck for weeks with pregnancy rumors, photoshopping baby bumps onto every picture she posted. She'd already shut it down multiple times, but these reporters weren't getting the hint. And then one reporter decided to get way too comfortable.
Hey Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
Bringing up Offset, throwing Stefan Diggs' name in there, talking about paternity like it was a joke. Cardi stopped in her tracks. You could see the shift in her energy immediately. This wasn't gonna slide.
Do you see women asking those type of questions to me? Don't see women asking those questions to me. Why do you feel as a man you got to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners.
But the reporter wasn't done. He actually stood there, mic still out, waiting for an answer, like Cardi was supposed to entertain that nonsense. That's when she snapped.
And your mama taught you, respect women. Y'all not gonna see me after that. And you could thank him. I'm not playing around.
Cardi wasn't just checking him, she was educating him. Right there in front of the cameras, she reminded him about basic respect, then made it clear the interview was over. No yelling, no scenes, just pure boss energy. Respect costs nothing, and disrespect gets you cut off. Educating reporters is one thing, but when Migos ran into their biggest critic on the red carpet at the BET Awards, the confrontation nearly turned into an all-out brawl. Migos pulled up to the 2017 BET Awards red carpet riding high. Bad and Boujee was still dominating the charts. Culture was certified platinum, and they were nominated for Best Group. But then they ran into Joe Budden and DJ Academics from Everyday Struggle. And Joe had been talking reckless about trap music for months, questioning the artistry and basically acting like the new wave wasn't real hip-hop. Academics brought up the Takeoff got left off Bad and Boujee meme that had been running wild on social media. But Takeoff, he wasn't playing along.
I feel like there's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
The energy shifted instantly. Takeoff wasn't laughing, wasn't smiling. He wanted clarification.
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah. I mean, that's one thing I like about the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
Takeoff kept repeating the question, making sure everybody heard him. The whole group was getting tight. Offset stepped closer, Quavo's face changed, and suddenly this wasn't an interview anymore. It was a confrontation.
All right, we gotta wrap this up though.
My bad. Have you tried to jump?
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything
then.
over there too. Close it.
Close it.
Hey, listen, man. I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups.
Joe tried to wrap it up quick, sensing the tension. Smart move, right? Wrong.
I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
The footage spread like wildfire. That one moment sparked a beef that would play out for years. Diss tracks, social media wars, the whole nine. All because Joe underestimated who he was dealing with. Red carpet confrontations are wild, but when Kodak Black showed up to Hot 97 expecting to talk about his music and got something completely different, he made sure the whole world knew he wasn't there for entertainment. Kodak Black pulled up to Hot 97 in 2018 to promote his album Dying to Live. And at first, everything was smooth. He was cracking jokes, talking about his come up in Florida, breaking down how his sound came from a different place. But Kodak had been facing serious legal allegations for months, and every single interview he did, someone found a way to bring it up. He thought he was free from it this time, until Ebro made his move.
You know, looking at all your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive, and with respect to, you know, everybody involved in that case, you know, we can't get into details today.
Ebro was trying to be respectful about it, saying they could talk about it later. But Kodak knew what that meant. They were still putting it out there, still making it part of the conversation. The vibe in the room started to shift.
You know, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, you know, this is a serious topic and we're hearing these stories a lot.
Kodak wasn't trying to hear it. This was supposed to be about the music, about the album, about his art. But they just turned it into something else entirely. Then another host tried to switch gears, thinking he could lighten the mood.
One thing we were talking about on the show today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about is the idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy. Kodak, do you believe that our moon landing in 1969 actually took place?
That was it. Kodak had enough. After bringing up his legal case, he wanted to talk about conspiracy theories. He saw exactly what was happening. They were treating him like entertainment instead of taking him seriously.
Sometimes when like we going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bull. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
The energy in the room went cold. Kodak laid it out plain. Change the subject, or I'm leaving. No joking, no playing it off. But Ebro didn't take the hint.
Well, I was saying, I think...
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
The interview was over. Ebro and the crew were left sitting there, stunned, trying to figure out what just happened. But Kodak had made his point. He came to talk about his music, and if that wasn't what they wanted, he wasn't staying.